these are little like fun segments I put out on TikTok and stuff. I think you'll have fun with them. The first one's called "Did You Know?" Can you tell us something that folks may not know about Kristi Grider?
Oh, goodness. Did you know? Oh, here's a random one. My blood type is O negative, and so is Josh's, and so are both of my boys. And some people believe that only alien people are O
Oh,
negative.
negative. Okay,
Yeah,
interesting. Okay,
yeah.
very cool. All right, next one is called Mount Rushmore. As you know, the real Mount Rushmore has four presidents. Some say the best presidents in our history.
Mm.
Who is on your Mount Rushmore of most influential artists to you? So the four most influential artists to you.
Oh, the four. I get to say four.
Yep.
Okay. Um, Patty Griffin, um, Robert Earl Keen, just because of a specific album that we wore out at my parents' house growing up that kind of got me thinking about lyrics in such a different way.
Back when you
Um,
researched the records, right?
yeah, yeah, back when you read the liner notes and yeah,
I'm that
so
guy today still. Like, thank God for Wikipedia, and they list all of that stuff on there today.
yeah, yeah. Um, this is going to be random, but Chris Thiele, he is the mandolin player from the Punch Brothers, and
Okay.
he was Nickel Creek, which is a bluegrass band with Sarah Watkins and Sean Watkins that Alison Krauss produced.
Yeah.
And
Super nice guy, Sean Watkins, by the way.
oh,
Yeah.
do you know Sean?
I've
That's
met
so
him
cool.
once. Yeah, yeah.
Um, I just absolutely love. Um,
You got
I
one more.
absolutely. Oh, okay, okay, crap. One more. Oh my God, this is hard. Okay, my new obsession, Emily King.
Okay.
She is just my new muse. I'm obsessed with her. I went and saw her in Austin, and I was like, why is there not a line out the door? Doesn't everybody know how amazing she is?
Doesn't that hurt
And
your
I mean,
feelings so much?
I was right up front, man.
Oh,
I was right up there. I got to meet her afterward, and I think she is so talented, and I believe she is going to be so huge.
talk about
So,
genre fluid. That girl, right?
right?
Yeah,
Yes. So there you go.
yeah.
I literally went from Patty Griffin, very Americana,
Yep.
to Robert Earl, um, and then Chris Thiele, who is a very progressive bluegrass, to Emily King, who is kind of jazzy, poppy.
Everything else, R&B. Yeah.
Gosh, she is so phenomenal. And her song, Georgia, come back, Georgia, come back.
Mhm.
So gorgeous. It
Yep.
is so gorgeous.
Good list. All right, next one's called "What the Heck." This is five rapid fire questions,
Eek,
and
okay.
you're not allowed to change your answers. So the way this works is these questions are designed to put an image into your head, and
Okay.
that's what you tell us. Don't change the answer in your head. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna pick random from my list of 50 here. Number one, what are you the most afraid of?
The dark.
Okay. Number two, which celebrity annoys you the most?
Kim Kardashian.
Why
I'm
is that
sorry.
always the answer?
I'm sorry. It's her voice. It's the whiny. I love you, Kim. Like,
It's so often the answer. It's so funny. All
is
right.
it really? That's
It
weird.
is.
I mean,
It's
she's
like
her
four or
voice is
five times. Yeah. Um, all right. Number three. If four out of five people suffer from diarrhea, does that
okay.
mean that the fifth person enjoys it?
Oh, no, it means they don't have diarrhea. They have wonderfully regular, normal bowel movements.
I don't feel like that's even possible. All right. All right. Number four. Let's see here. What is your weirdest talent?
Um, I guess whistling. And I know that's not that weird, but like I really whistle a lot and I whistle in harmony and I can do the thing where you put your voice behind the whistle and do like that sort of
Are
um
you able to like harmonize whistles?
no, I can't do that because whatever I'm humming, I guess is in the whistle. I guess maybe I could. I'll play with it.
All right. Next record. All right. Last one. Number five. You have to picture this now, okay?
Okay.
If a penguin walked into your room right now wearing a sombrero,
Okay.
why is he there And what is he doing?
Um, Clearly, it would be that like Drew Kennedy is playing a joke on Josh because that is he leaves like for some reason every single year he leaves a little 6 pack of little Miller Lite ponies on our porch and takes one, and it's like this tradition because neither one of them like Miller Lite, but it's like this funny little like sort of little jokes that they play on each other. So I would think maybe he was trying to get a rise out of
Yeah,
Josh.
Drew's in on it somehow. I gotcha.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
does not shock me at all. I haven't interviewed Drew. What a great guy he is, dude.
Yeah, he's awesome.
All right, next segment is called One Artist. I have a feeling who we're going with here. Who is one artist you wish the whole world knew about?
Oh, it's Emily.
Yeah.
It's Emily. I love her. I literally everywhere I go, I tell people like, "Have you listened to Emily King? You need to listen to her because it is beyond me why she is not as well known as I thought she was."
Yeah.
So, but I mean, her fan base grows every day. Her talent speaks for itself.
So that's the person that it actually hurts your feelings that they're not more famous than they are.
Truly, yeah. Like
For me, that's Jess Woodland, by the way. Jess Woodland, who is phenomenal.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I will look that up.
Yeah.
I will look her up. Yeah, I went and saw Emily at the O4 Center in Austin, and I remember getting there and being like, I can't believe I got parking, like in the regular parking lot, and went in and there was like not a lot. It did end up filling up. It's not like she undersold at all. Like she sold. People know who she is. But it just wasn't the pandemonium that I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And so in a way, it didn't hurt my feelings that she's not as big as I thought, because then I got to have a pretty cool experience.
And that's the balance, right? You have to figure these folks out before everybody else does. Because then when everybody else figures it out, then like for me, like Sierra Farrell is now opening for Jelly Roll and Post Malone. What are the chances I'm getting tickets to that, right? Like that's not happening, right?
Right.
But there's girls like Maggie Antone and Willow Avalon who are, I believe, going to be just as big, that you need to be jumping on that bandwagon if you want to see them before they're opening for Jelly Roll and Post Malone and costing $1,500 a ticket.
Agreed.
I don't know if I'll ever get to see Sierra just based on that, but yeah.
That's wild.
All right, next segment is called Fly on the Wall. This is kind of a new one. In all of history, this can be music related or not, completely up to you.
Okay.
Which room in history would you have liked to have been a fly on the wall in?
Oh my God. Ooh, there's two that come to mind.
Yeah, name them both. Yeah.
Okay. Musically, at the end of Beethoven's life, when he was like 94% deaf or something, he had sawed the legs of a grand piano off, and the body of the piano laid on the floor, and he composed every single note of his Ninth Symphony, his last symphony, which is the Freude, schöne Goethe, Funken, that one, with quill and ink, one note at a time, by pounding out the notes on that piano with his ear to the floor. So that,
okay, so
because there are days that like I can't finish a song because I have a headache, and I'm like, okay, let's pump the brakes. Let's think about Beethoven.
Beethoven, yeah.
And then, I maybe the Council of Nicaea, whenever they decided what books went into the Bible, because you hear all these stories about these books that didn't make the cut. And I'm so fascinated by those. Like, I want to know what those are. And
the unknown Gospels, right?
The unknown Gospels and the Nag Hammadi scriptures and the Book of Enoch, and apparently Mary Magdalene has a book. And I don't know. I want to know what those are too. I want the whole.
I think we should be able to know what those are anyway, right? Like, why don't we?
Why don't we?
Yeah.
So I guess because they've been so suppressed, I'm highly interested in them.
Very fascinated why, right? Yeah, that's been something I've thought about too. All right, next segment is called Biggest Lesson. What is the biggest lesson you've learned directly from music?
Oh, God, that's a good one. That the voices in my head telling me that nobody cares about this is an absolute lie. And that,
Here I am.
yes,
Mhm.
an absolute lie. Because I truly believe, and this is kind of more of spiritual belief, but that we're all supposed to be creating, and this just happens to be my avenue. And if I'm not doing that, then I am depriving someone of some sort of musical experience. And I know that sounds narcissistic, but we're coming from a massive, massive self critiquer, and self critic, that that what I have to say is important. And that's hard for me to say, but that's probably it. That's what I've learned the most from music.
Do you try to convince yourself that anything music related is not productive?
Not anymore. I think for a long time I did, because I got a job as a teacher in Austin ISD, because back then, like, Josh's band was just kind of starting out, and it was just hard. Money was very,
Mm-hmm.
very, very hard to come by back in those days, and so it felt like there was real jobs, and then there was the music job, and so it's now every day is music for both of us. But I still teach students, and that's not to say that I'm holding on to feeling like just performing music is not a real job. But to be honest, it's just that work has always come to me, and that door has always been knocked on. And I feel like if I'm not answering it, then I'm missing some sort of calling, even if it's piano lessons to like grubby little kids. I love them,
Well,
and
that's
I
growth,
love it.
Christy. That's growth, right?
It is. It
Yeah.
is.
Good stuff.
100%.
All right, next one's called Moment of Gravity. I only got three more, so thank you
Okay.
for doing all of these with me.
I
Um,
love these. You're so interesting. This is unlike any interview I've ever done, and it's
that's
really
the
fun.
yeah, that's the point. I want to be different. All right, so this
So
is called Moment of Gravity. This is something I come up with. It's kind of a self-reflective thing. We talked earlier about this interview being very circular, and this is where we come home. So the moment of gravity is something that occurred in your life, whether it's music based or not. That's completely up to you. But there's a moment somewhere in your existence that kind of led you on the path to where you ended up now. Can you kind of look back and see what that moment was?
yeah, um, I think it was the first time that I got that pamphlet in the mail that was like, "You made all state choir. Come audition at University of North Texas." And I went, like, this can be a thing that you study. And I think that's what it was, because I don't know that I would have studied that or pursued that. And um, I don't know, it just blew my mind open that you can like get that down and deep into music, that you can spend a whole 4.5 years
Mm-hmm.
studying nothing but that. And also, that's where I met Josh. And I feel like in a weird way, he gave me that, not permission. I hate to use that word because it sounds like it was up.
Validation, validation.
Yeah, validation to like really get my songs out there, because I think I would have written no matter what. I've been
That's why I
writing songs.
asked you earlier about the change in confidence that perhaps Josh might have helped Christy with over time, right? And I always wonder, as a human being, just to look back at what that moment was. What would life have been like if that moment hadn't have happened? For you, there's no Josh. Your kids may have been different. There
I think,
might not have been any music. You could have been a soccer player. You just don't know. Like, do you ever
yeah.
look back and think of what could have been different?
You know what's crazy is I did get offered. They were just starting a women's soccer team at Schreiner University in Kerrville, and they said they came to the whole varsity team there at Tybee, and they said, of you graduating seniors, all of you are offered a full ride, 4 years to Schreiner University if you play soccer there. And at that point, I had already committed to Baylor, and I knew that that's where I was going. And I mean, yeah, it's funny that you said that,
It's
because
very
maybe I would
close,
have
right?
them
So
up
yeah, and that
on
was in
that.
the same season, right? The same
Yeah,
season of your life.
yeah,
Incredible
who
stuff.
knows?
I love life in the way that it can just kind of
Yeah,
prepare us for things and take things away that perhaps we weren't ready for, right? Um,
totally.
the next segment's called Grateful. What are the three things you think you're the most grateful for?
Oh, my babies, my husband, and music. Like, I know, gosh, that's so cliche, but it's
It's
so true.
not. It's not. I mean, maybe cliche. I don't think is the right word. I think humans tend to really gravitate towards the same things, right? The things that love us back, right? And your kids love you back, your husband loves you back, and music loves you back. So,
it does.
Yep. So we always, I feel like we're always grateful for the things that are grateful for us, right?
I agreed.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Last one, and this could be the hardest one for you to answer. The segment is called "Who Do You Think You Are?" Who is Kristi Grider?
I am a seeker. I am a seeker of truth. I know I sound silly.
No, but, not at all.
I am a seeker of truth, and I'm a recovering people pleaser. So it's like the yin and the yang. Like I'm shifting from just wanting to have the right answers and have, be a teacher's pet and make everyone feel safe and happy, to like the truth of every situation and what makes us tick, and what our purpose is here. And I think I'm just a big seeker. Every day I go on about an hour-long walk with my dog Scout, and I listen to near-death experience podcasts. Okay. And it's so fun and interesting. And it just, to me, it is like, I don't know, it's so fun to hear the differences, like to hear all the different accounts, and then also to hear like the same themes that you start picking up on patterns and themes, and it's just cool. And I just think sometimes that this whole life is just more than what we see.
Again, very circular. You talk about being a seeker. We started this interview with you seeking out everything you could possibly learn about a record before you went to another record. So clearly something embedded in you very, very early on. And it's so cool how everything ends up how it's supposed to, and how we're taught. And sometimes that can be a good thing. Sometimes that can be a bad thing. And we have to learn over the course of our lives to kind of separate the wheat from the chaff, right? What's meant to be good and what's meant to be bad.
100%.
Because we all have toxicity in our background too, right?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What makes us strong, though, sometimes.